Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kinship SMP. Now, you'll notice in the top right hand corner, I've got Hero of the Village. Now unfortunately, I made a bit of a mistake. Now, me and Jen were over at that island, scoping out where we're going to do the shopping district. We're thinking that could be a good island for it. Unfortunately, whilst we were over there was a raid scout party. I killed the captain, got the bad omen effect, came back here, didn't realise that somewhere in this area, someone's got villagers. The raid started. We're on hard mode, so yes, there was quite a few waves, and needless to say, it didn't go well. Me and Jen died a few times, but we got there in the end. And I also got out of it 2 very nice totems of undying, so I'm very happy with that. But as I died a couple of times, it means that I've had to re-get all my levels together, so luckily for me, I've actually made a skelly farm. Now, you're going to see a time-lapse shortly of us doing a different one. Now, Jen actually has one underneath her base just over there, which is the one that we built together. And then there was this one I've got over here as well. Just quickly run into free cam so you can kind of see that working. I have this arrow kind of bobbing here. I don't really know how to get rid of that. I would have thought that when the skeletons came up here, that their hitbox would have hit that and damaged them, but apparently not. Now, the reason why I'm in need of a lot of levels is because I really need to get out of this armor. I've got gold on currently, it is somewhat enchanted, but these have come from the actual skelly farm. So I really need to get into diamond armor and get those enchanted as well. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to grab my diamonds and get on that. Hello, Vic. Bye, Vic. As you saw at the start of this episode, as you see, I did a little bit of mining as well, because once I've used up these diamonds for my armor, I'm going to have very little left to trade with, so I'm going to need some extra ones there. Let's get the first lot of diamond armor for this season. Ready? Now that's an advancement you can be proud of. Hi, Vic. Vic's being weird. And now for the very first time this season, let's get this on. Look, Ma, I'm all shiny now. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time now just going back to the skelly farm, getting a bunch of levels and enchanting this armor. But whilst I'm doing that, you guys can watch this lovely time lapse of me building my starter home. Let's go. So as you can see, I've decided to build a snare drum. Now obviously this plays into my love of drums and the fact that that's pretty much what I do for a living. It took me quite a while in a creative test world to really kind of come up with not just the size of it, the design, the shape, and exactly where I was going to put things like the lugs. For anyone that doesn't know, it's these things here that are classed as lugs. These plus the tension rods, the screws that kind of go in the top of what holds the hoop down and then puts the tension on the drum head, which makes the sound. These little windows that I've put here would be the holes, the vent holes on a snare drum that allows the air to escape, which causes more volume. Here on the side, you've got the strainer, which takes the snare wires on and off. And on this side, we've got the butt plate, which holds the snare wires onto the other side of the drum. And then, of course, I decided to try and put some sticks on the top. Now, obviously, trying to make drumsticks in this kind of a shape in Minecraft is nigh impossible. So I really hope that this comes across well. I mean, if you come back a little bit, you kind of get a view as to what it looks like. And you know what? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then just as a little added touch, in real life, I use something called a drum dot, which is like dampening. And it's a little patch that I put on my drum, which these bits here are, and it's just to kind of represent that. They are kind of floating because these are bottom slabs and then obviously trapdoors on top of that, but I think it adds a nice effect. Now as well, you'll notice that I've done a little bit of decoration outside of the build. I decided to put a couple little pathways in. Someone's added a cod head, which, yeah, that's weird. I wanted a seating area for people who wanted to just come and sit and chat and watch the sun go down. And then I've got a little bit of a parasol here with a fire. This again was just for people to hang around, stand around,
drink a few beers, or cook some food, or have a bit of shelter when it's raining, that kind of stuff. And then for those who want to have a bit of a dip in the ocean, once you come out, you can come in here and get yourself all nicely showered off. So we've got a bit of a shower head here, the tap here, and then obviously the drainage down there. I will be adding some more details to the outside of this very soon, but there's only a few little things to do. And then we bring it on to the interior. I wanted to have a sort of Hawaiian tiki hut kind of vibe in here. Straight away you can see these poles I've got here with the torches on top. I thought that'd give a really nice Hawaiian vibe. All the essentials over this side, so ender chest, bed, crafting table, furnaces, etc. You know the deal. The storage system, as basic as it is right now, just wanted to have that over here. A couple of bookshelves. At the moment, these have just got regular books in, but there's a couple over there in that one that are actually enchanted. Now, this space here was originally supposed to be my enchanting setup, but because I put the enchanting table down where my spawner is, so I can get all the XP, I was kind of left with a bit of a space here that I didn't really know what to do. So Vic came along and suggested an actual tiki bar. So as you can see, I've got some bottles kind of lying around, a little bit of food, you might be able to have a snack. I will be putting some more stuff in here just to add to the effect more than anything else. A couple of things will be going on top there. I'm going to try and maybe use a few armor stands to kind of put a few things in place. I don't really know what exactly just yet, but that's something that is on my list. Obviously, we can just come in here and we can serve people. Now, this, I don't know what it is. This is the first time I'm seeing it, so let's have a look at what it is. No takebacks. Oh, I think this is from Liz. Now, we did a bit of a caving session on a live stream with Mulshi, Liz, and Jen. And there was actually a segment of that where Liz mined some gold that I was just about to get, so I was quite happy for her to have it. There's loads of gold down there, so I wasn't really bothered at all, but yeah, she's decided that she wants to give it to me, so there we go. Thank you very much for that, Liz. Now, you guys will notice that as I'm wandering around here, when I move over to this side, which is actually looking over at the jungle biome, unfortunately there is quite a bit of lag. I'm trying to do my best to eradicate that. Even with my beefy computer, it's still causing lag, so that's just an unfortunate side effect of being next to a jungle, really. So the other thing that me and Jen have been up to is breeding horses, because I had a horse before called Montecore, and if you can see on the top left corner, his stats aren't fantastic. They're not too bad. They could have been better, they could be worse. So we bred up a few more, hoping to get some stallions, and that's exactly what I've done with Whopper. Now, anyone from the UK will probably get this reference. For anyone that's not in the UK, basically a few years ago we had a bit of a scandal. Places like Burger King and a few others were accused. I can't remember what the exact outcome was, but there was an accusation they allegedly had horse meat in their burgers. So that's just a bit of an inside joke. Don't worry, Whopper, we're not going to eat you. But as I promised earlier, let's now jump into the time lapse of me and Jen building the Skelly Farm. As you can see, this is the area in which we built that Skelly Farm, and unbeknownst to us, literally just across the way underneath my base was another Skelly Farm, and I'm literally in real time going to show you just how close this thing is. So we'll just go through this little bit of a cave section. I was exploring this, lighting it up. I came through here, and I could not believe my eyes that there is actually one here as well. So I built this one out myself, put my enchanting setup down here. As you can hear, we have lots of lovely skeletons coming through for all that lovely XP. And thanks to Vic, I also now have mending on all of my tools and my armor. So every time I just need to repair them, I come over here and dead easy. But unfortunately, that's all I have time for in this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.